And we are live. Welcome to another session of Building the Bull. This session is brought to you by the Skylabs and Vetter ecosystem. What do we do in the Vetter ecosystem? We utilize something called crowdsource. That's where we work together as a community. We work together to find projects that have potential while at the same time bringing up warnings and red flags about projects that may have concern here in the crypto space. Our CrowdX Calendar is full of projects that are brought to us by community members. Last year, 16,000 crypto projects launched. How would you like to get paid to scout and add projects on our CrowdX Calendar? How would you like to get paid to stay up to date on all things crypto? How would you like to get paid to learn about what it looks like to find great projects? That's exactly what we do in this space. For the last year, we've recorded around 120 plus live sessions just like this where we support our community in navigating the CrowdX Calendar, finding 2x or 100x crypto gems, and paying out thousands of dollars worth of cryptocurrency in the process. Just from a bonus alone, something called the hot streak bonus, we've paid out 49.2 BNB in the last 10 months to our community for scouting projects. Now, just to put that in perspective, over the last year we've had hundreds of scouts add thousands of projects. But the 49.2 BNB, that's been paid out to just a handful of our top tier scouts. So there's a ton of money on the table for those who are interested in participating in scouting projects. And today we're going to celebrate a couple wins from some of our scouts and also look at a couple projects from some new scouts who are getting active in our community. If you're watching on YouTube, hey, welcome. We got Carl with us, we got Phyllis, we got Hugh. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. Go ahead and drop a hi, hello, let everybody know where in the world you're watching from. Also, we're live streaming in Discord as well, so if you want to jump in and be a part of the conversation, you are more than welcome to do so, because more perspectives, more thoughts provides more value, and that's what I am all about. So before we jump into the CrowdX Calendar, I did want to show something real quick, give a shout out real quick to a couple projects. This project is called Matrix GPT. We talked about this a few weeks back on one of the live sessions. And one of the live sessions. And one of the cool things is, when a project has profitable gains in the first 24 hours, that's great. That's great. When a project's profitable in the 7-day time frame, that's great too. But when a project is profitable over 30 days, I mean, my goodness, that is something to celebrate. And what's even more exciting is when a project continues to be profitable time frame after time frame, meaning the 7 days was greater than the first 24 hours and the 30 days was greater than the 7 days. That is something great in this space. When most projects don't last the first 24 hours, let alone 7 days, when one lasts for 30 days, oh my goodness, we got to celebrate that. This is Matrix GPT. This is brought to us by Remain Strong, which we all know is Louise. When we see her here on YouTube, she did a phenomenal job with this project, scouting this project, finding this project. She actually got paid to add this to the calendar, which means our entire community had access to this. And we talked about it on one of the live sessions, breaking it down, breaking down the things that we thought were, good, breaking down the things that we thought were, questionable. And the team delivered on this one. So we're sitting at a 14x for the all-time high, and we're sitting at a 4x for the VAL. And maybe wondering, what is a VAL? VAL stands for Vetter Audited Highest Low. That's what one of the things we're doing here in the space, one of the ways we're innovating and changing the game and being different in this space. Instead of utilizing the industry standard of everybody talking about their all-time high, which we don't actually know how long it lasted there, how long was the high up there, was it for minutes, was it for days? Look at this right here, look at this wick, look at this daily wick right here. We can see price hit this spot and then drop down, okay? So one of the things about the all-time high is we don't know how long price was at that peak. All we know is it was there at one point. And statistically speaking, how many people managed to catch that and actually catch the top, and you just happen to be in this pre-sale and you just happen to catch it at the right moment, it's very small, it's very unlikely. And so what we've done, we've created something called a VAL, Vetter Audited Highest Low, and on our 3 different time frames, we're looking for specific things in the 3 different time frames. And what this is indicating is you had adequate time. You had adequate time to be able to swap out of your position. So within the first 24 hours, you're looking for 1 hour above, okay, within the first 24 hours. In the first 7 days, you're looking for 24 hours. And then within the 30 days, you're looking for 7 days. So what does that look like exactly? Let's break it down real quick. So within the first 24 hours, let's zoom out all the way over here. This line right here indicates the first 24 hours of this project's launch. Okay, here was the launch right here, and here's 24 hours later. And what we're looking for the Vetter audited highest low. We're looking for the highest low. Okay, so what is the highest spot where price could have been above this line for at least 1 hour? Okay, just an hour. All right, so we move a line right here like that. Grab this over. So we see a couple candles here, a couple candles there, and you can see this is how this works. We take our forecast tool, we drag it up right here. In that first 24 hours, the all-time high was a 2.2x. However, the val was a 1.8x, meaning within that first 24 hours, you could have swapped out between a 1.8x and a 2.2x. You had over an hour to do so. Now, let's be real. How many of us have ever been trying to swap out of something and we get an error? We're on Pancake Swap and it's not working. We forget to add the contract. We don't know what slippage is. Oh, what's tax? How does this work? I'm getting an error and it's stressful. What we're saying is, even through all that, there was an hour where you could have swapped out between a 1.8x and a 2.2x. That's phenomenal. That's absolutely phenomenal. So that's the first 24 hours. Now we look at the next 7 days. Okay, so this right here is the first 24 hours from this point to this point. And now the next 7 days, 7 days after this, we do the same process. Okay, we look for the ATH, all-time high, sitting there right at a 3.6x, 3.7x. And then now we're looking for at least 1 day, okay, 1 full day, which is 24 hours, okay, 24 hours above this line right here. All right, so what do? We move the line up a little bit, get our date range tool out, see what we got here. Here's 10 hours right there, a couple hours there. Let's drop it down a little bit further. Okay, right here to here, 9 hours, that's 19 hours right here. Okay, so we got 21, so right about here. All right, we take the forecast tool again. We're sitting at a 2.3x rather. Okay, 2.3x, and the all-time high was a 3.8x. That's awesome. That means in the first 7 days of the project launched, you had 24 hours to swap out between a 2.3x and a 3.9x. It's phenomenal. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Maybe you forgot about the project. Maybe you forgot you were even in the project. Plenty of time to swap out. And then what's next? The 30-day time frame. So 30 days after the 7th. Okay, so we have the first 24 hours, which is right here. The next 7 days. Then we have the next 30 days. Okay. So what do we have for the all-time high here? We have a 14x. 14x for the all-time high. And now we're looking for about 7 candles. Okay, 7 candles above this line, the Vetter audited highest low, the val. Okay, and what we're looking for, we'll go down to a 4 hour so we can get it more accurate here. So we're looking for a full 7 days above that line right there. Drag it over. So we got 2 days and 16 hours right there. Right here we have 12 hours, 8 hours. Okay. We need some more time over here. We got 2 days right there. A little bit more time right here. And this is how we determine the gains for all these different time frames. This is how we determine the val for these different time frames. And this is saying that within 38 days after launch, okay, plenty of time has gone by, you have the opportunity to swap out between a 4x and a 14x. Adequate time to swap out, adequate time to get your profits. I mean, you could have even gone on vacation, forgot about the launch, come back after being on the beach and been up 14x without a care or stress in the world. Now, I wouldn't recommend that, not financial advice, but I'm just saying that there was plenty of time to be able to swap out in profit. And so that's what the val is. That's how we record the val, and that's how we document this. And so I wanted to show one more, just real quick. This project is called Golden Inu, and this project has a val of 6x for the 24-hour time frame. I'm sorry, for the 30-day time frame, and 11x for the 30-day time frame all-time high. So for this project, you could have swapped out between a 6x and 11x, and you had adequate time to do so, over 7 days to swap out between those two. It's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And so when you go to the Vetter platform, which is vetterplatform.app, that's vetterplatform.app, you can check out right here, gains. When you click the gains, it's going to take you to all the recent ATHs and vals. Okay, you can see Proton did 3.7x ATH and a 3.1x for the val. Investro AI 17.5 for the val or ATH and 14.2 for the val. We record all of these project gains right here. For the last year, all the projects that have launched on the platform, these are all the gains that we record. If you ever want to change your vibration to an abundance vibration, you ever come from a place of lack or scarcity, tell you what, sifting through here, seeing some of these projects, seeing some of these gains, it can shift and change your perspective real quick. And to think about this, that we're actually in a bear market, and some of the gains that have been happening right now is absolutely phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And so the scout who actually posted those projects, I do want to give a shout out to her. She's the one who posted those projects. She actually just hit the rank of green. So congratulations, Luis, for hitting the rank of green scout. You are doing a phenomenal job. She got her first 2 hot streaks this last payout. She actually just completed another hot streak. She's absolutely crushing it. And I asked her, what has changed and what's working out. One of these days, I'm going to grab her. I'm going to see if we can get an interview with her. But as you know, she's constantly supporting the community, collaborating, chiming in, and always there to help out. She was up and down in the beginning as she was learning the process of scouting projects. And she and I had a conversation the other day, and she just said, Ryan, if I can do this, I feel like anybody can do this. And I told her, you're absolutely right. And I believe she's an inspiration to the community. And I'm not gonna tell you her age. I'll let her share her age. But it's true that if anybody who's willing to learn this process and interested in contributing can absolutely do so. And Louise is a great example and testament of that. She's a great example of the potential of what this community has to offer, the potential of the reward structure for the hot streaks. Just how things are thought about and how things are planned about and how things are done in a certain way to create certain results. And so, Luis, congratulations, very well done on hitting the rank of green, and you got your first purple bar there. So congratulations, so proud of you. I know you've been working really hard, and you're now beginning to be on a lot of people's radars, for some of the projects that you post. And that's great. It's a great place to be. So again, shout out to you, Luis. Congratulations. And I want to give shouts out to other people as well. If you're a brand new scout, welcome. Thank you for being here. I know last week we, we looked at one of Hugh's first projects. So thank you for being here. Thank you for contributing. One of the things I absolutely love doing is celebrating people who are contributing. And, that's one of the things I absolutely love to do. So we got Camille with us, we got Z, we got Maine. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. Now, if you're not familiar with Discord, we do have a Discord here, and you can check that out. The link is in the description of this video, so feel free to check it out. But earlier this week, Sifaru, I didn't say that right at all. Let's see if I can say it again. Sifriku, Sifriku.eth. He said, hey, don't know if we have time for this April 7th on the pink cell, but interesting potential project to look at. So we're going to take a look at this project by Sifriku, and we're also going to take a look at one of our first projects posted by Guacha. We're going to take a look at his project as well. So buckle up. We're going to dive into both these projects. And like I said, if you ever want to be part of the conversation, hop over to Discord. We're actually doing the live in there as well. So let's go ahead and dive into both of these projects. Because like I said, one is a brand new scout, and another one is a scout who's beige, who's currently working his way up and doing a phenomenal job at that. So before we jump into this project, I do want to say this is a process to sort for the best projects together as a community, and this live session is merely a step in that process. Crypto is risky, and in no way, shape, or form am I telling you to invest. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research. I'm going to share my own thought process while looking into projects. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong, and it's all 100% subjective. The purpose of this is to support you in what to look for as you are scouting your own projects. If I see something totally different than you, that's perfect. Why? I would rather have multiple perspectives, multiple ideas and opinions on what to look for than just one person, because we're just limited. I would rather us all talk about it. I would also rather us be like, hey, you know what? I see it totally different. Why? It's an opportunity to learn and grow. So if you've looked into this project, Crypt AI, and you had done a little bit of due diligence on it, or as we're going through and there's things you want to provide to the conversation, feel free to do so in YouTube chat, or like I said, hop in Discord, join the live stage, and we can talk about it live together. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look at Crypt AI. First off, we start along with the website, and there's just a handful of things that we're going to be looking for as we go through this. Now, I will say this is definitely not like a vetting of the project. This is just giving you some ideas of what to look for as you're scouting projects. What we're going to cover is website. We're going to cover Telegram. How vibrant is Telegram? What's Telegram age? What's the communication like? What about Q&A? Is it botted? Is there hype? What about pin messages? Are they doing voice chats? Okay, we're going to look at the team. Is the team doxed? What is their age? What's their prior experience? What are their prior projects? Do we have the KYC? Okay, do we have an audit? Do we have revenue? What information do we have about the team? Are they in-house? Are they outsourced? What's going on there? We're going to take a look at the socials. Do the socials look legit? Are the socials bumping, padding numbers? Okay, we're also going to take a look at some of the marketing if we can find marketing plans. When we ask, what about marketing? If they just say marketing plans, I don't know about that. I mean, that's what all projects do, and we know that's not enough. That's not enough in this space. All right, so Crypt AI. First thing we're going to do, we're going to go and take a look at who is. We want to get a feel for the project itself. Now, this is something I find really interesting. This project was the domain name was created February 3rd. Okay, so we're going on 60 days ago. And so while this is not, a week old like what we saw a couple weeks back, this is still in that ballpark. A few weeks back in February, I guess that's months now, a couple months back, we were finding domain names that were purchased on a Friday, and by Monday, there's a Telegram with 8,000 members just created. They're launching, they're filling a pre-sale, and there's just a lot of shenanigans going on in the AI space. And so while this one, don't know if it's going to fit that same model or not, what we do know is the domain name was created 60 days ago. And so for that, at least they've been doing something for the last 60 days. All right, that's the first thought that comes to my mind. Okay, I'm not saying that's good, bad, right, wrong, indifferent. I'm just simply saying they've been around longer than some of the other ones when we were looking at back in February. Now, they did jump on that same bandwagon at the same time frame. Now, one of the things I always wonder is, these projects, these teams who are building out these projects and things like that, it always makes me wonder, what are they really building something behind the scenes and then they come up with a name, or do they start with a name and then start building? I personally have an idea and concept in my mind. I then pick a name and then I go to work. But sometimes you run across some teams who they have a concept and no name, and they just go to work and then they name it. And so, just curious, go ahead and drop it in chat. If you've ever done your own businesses or your own projects or things like that, do you usually pick the name first and then go to work, or do you go to work and then pick a name later on? So, Crypt AI. Crypt AI, the AI future is here. Unleash the potential of AI with our decentralized platform, driving innovation to the next level. All right, so we have some documents here. We have Audit from Cyberscope, and we also have KYC, and KYC looks like it's from BattleBlock, so we'll go ahead and take a look at that here in a minute. We have the socials right away, all right, so easy to access that. And then they're talking about their partners here, all right. So now this is interesting. We see Arbitrum, we see Uniswap. Let's see. Let's go back here real quick. So this is going to be Arbitrum, okay. All right. We see CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko. We also see DexView. Now this one is a little weird to me. I mean, they could have already created partnerships with CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap, but DexView is a little weird because DexView is, that's like PinkCell's version of Dex Screener. I mean, I'm like 99.99% sure that PinkCell owns DexView, okay? And so, that's like saying, Dex Screener is one of your partners. Or that's like saying Dex Tools is one of your partners. I suppose they could be a partner for paying for advertising. But anytime I see DexView as a partner, I don't know. It just makes me feel like what they're saying is PinkCell is their partner. And, you know how we all feel about PinkCell. Now, I'm not familiar with Tsunami, Infinity Next, CoinScope. Now, CoinScope and CyberScope, maybe that's where the, I believe CyberScope was the audit. Let's look, audit. Yeah, CyberScope. And so CyberScope is by CoinScope. Okay, not familiar with CN Token or BattleBlock. All right, Crypt AI Telegram bot. Introducing our new AI-powered Telegram bot, powered by OpenAI. With this bot, you can easily access advanced language processing capabilities. The DAO governance process involves submitting proposals to DAO governance, where token holders can participate through the platform. Discord bot. It is the Crypt AI Discord Buddy, your new best friend on Discord. This bot is powered by the mighty OpenAI language model and Stable Diffusion's powerful in-page creation model. Just out of curiosity, if anybody knows, is this supposed to say image? Is it supposed to say image right there, or is in-page a word? I don't actually know. I don't actually know. I don't know what. Yeah, I don't think that's a word. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. Someone in chat help me out. I can't tell if it's a typo or if it's. I can't tell if it's supposed to be saying Stable Diffusion's powerful image creation model or in-page, but just worth noting there. Staking. Stake your tokens on CryptAI platform up to 100% APY. Staking platform will introduce staking at launch. Will eventually add other assets. Creative Writing Products. Creative Writing Products is a writing tool that creates unique, tailored content. Get your hands on the ultimate tool for streamlining your content creation. All right, so here are their bots. We can learn more about their. I can't tell if it's a typo or if it's. So, hey Ming, you are Mang, you got YouTube going, and Mang, you had YouTube going in the background, so when you unmuted, I could hear myself talking. So I muted you temporarily. Let me know when you got that. Let me know when you get that fixed. Okay. Um, grow your productivity. Grow your productivity in business using Crypt AI's powerful AI products. Social media experts unleash your social media potential with content creation tool. Engage, connect, grow. For everyday user, transform your everyday thoughts into extraordinary content. For email marketers, for advertisers, web designers, for developers. Basically, grow your productivity of business using powerful AI products. It sounds like being able to write copy with these things: social media, email marketers, advertisers, web design, developer. I guess more than copy with this stuff though. So here's our roadmap. We do have timelines with this for years and quarters. So we got Q1, smart contract audit, IDO launch, token listing, staking, coin market cap, CoinGecko listing. Looks like they're trying to do that pre. I've seen some projects get it in advance before the token even launches. Full white paper release. Now we're in Q2. So version 2s of the bots, social media marketing campaign, StirTech audit application. So they've applied for StirTech. Q3 and 4 release product V2, text to audio bot launch, text to music bot launch, NFT platform. Release product V2. That's interesting. That's the same. That's the same thing there. All right, so we have a couple articles here with Digital Journal and Market Watch. All right, let's take a look at the white paper real quick. Oh, Meng said sorry. He's gonna swap sound, unmuted, and say, "Hey, it's all good, brother. It's all good, all good." Let's go ahead and take a look at the white paper here. So one of the things that stands out right away is so far we haven't found anything about the team. Okay, so it looks like an anonymous team so far. Don't know anything about the team yet. Maybe they're going to talk about it in the white paper. Maybe we get to find it somewhere. But no team information right now. All right, so now I'm looking at the white paper on Gitbook, and so I was just skimming real quick on the left there, to see if there's any team information. Now, as part of their project, they do have a KYC. Oh, here we go. In order to boost community confidence, we've done a KYC using a leading security agency based in Canada, VitalBlock. Below is a link to the KYC certificate. All right here. So let's take a look at this. All right, KYC verification certificate by VitalBlock. VitalBlock.org. Let's go ahead and take a look at VitalBlock.org. That didn't work. Let's try this again. VitalBlock.org. There we go. That's better. Okay, so VitalBlock, that was actually one of their partners on the website that they listed. VitalBlock right there. So just out of curiosity, let's see how long they've been in business. Oh, sorry, my phone beeped. Like I said in the pre-show, we have a gas leak, and some people are working on the house right now. They're tearing up some of the deck. That was my wife letting me know. Okay. Creation date, this was July 12th. All right, so they've been in business for going on a year. Going on a year. Okay, so they've been around, so it's not totally new. Okay, not totally new. So that's good. One time we were doing this and we discovered that a project, the KYC company was only like a week old or something, a handful of days old. I mean, it was bizarre. It was bizarre. And come to find out that the project who used a KYC company, they rugged. Not to say that that's a sure-proof way to find scammers, but in that instance, that was a red flag. And that's the benefit of doing a little bit of due diligence, doing a little bit of research, and turning over whatever bits of information that you can. All right, let's go back. So while we don't know who the team is, they have done KYC with a project that's been around for 9 months or so, give or take. Let's go back and let's go back to the white paper. So they have a lot of bots. So right here, products and services, they have a lot of bots. Telegram bot, Discord bot, future bot, text to audio bot, text music bot, more bots. What's the more bots? Committed to scanning market and AI landscape to build and deliver value-driven bots for its community and users. We'll keep updating our future bot selections as we go forward. Okay. Creative writing products, CWP. So we got emails, blogs, and other use cases. Okay. So this is what I was saying earlier about copy. This is they're calling it CWP, creative writing products, sales copy, website content, marketing copy, technical writing, creative writing. All right. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at the top. We had some socials here. Let's go ahead and take a look at Twitter just real quick. Uh, 9,800 followers on Twitter. This was posted 12 hours ago. So about 1,000 people saw this. Okay, it is listing on PinkCell, which again I kind of thought that was the case considering DexView is listed here as a partner. Let's go back and see what kind of engagement we have. Partnership with Floki AI. Oh, Floki on Arbitrum, okay. Not a lot of views on that stuff. Not a lot of views. Alright, so not a ton of views, a little bit of engagement. Not a lot of views, but less engagement actually. Okay, now let's go ahead and take a look at Telegram. Get a feel for Telegram. All right, so this is the verification. So we'll just tap this to verify. We'll start. It's going to ask us to verify. Tap here. Okay, now we're in. We can join the group here. So we have 3,200 members. Okay, 3,200 members. And let's just start breaking this down. Website was created, like I said, about 60 days ago. We have 19 pinned messages. And so, this first pinned message was, let's see if we got any more than that. Yeah, that's the first pinned message. That was back on February 26th. Okay, so that's about 40 days ago or so. We keep scrolling. So it looks like, the group name was changed. All right, so we don't know here in Telegram, we don't know how long, when this group started, what it was previously. But Gary changed the group name to Crypt AI. Let's see if we can see anything about Gary. And we don't know. Gary, Crypt AI. He's only in one group. So that doesn't really give us much. Doesn't really give us much to work with there. And I would rather, I don't want to really see that, because now I'm wondering, how many of these members came from another group? Are they real? Things like that. All right, so I'm just scrolling through the Telegram chat just to see if anything stands out. This right here, tired of stock images, or AI-powered image generator can create unique, high-quality visuals that perfectly capture the essence of your brand. Welcome to Crypt AI. Now, again, one of the things I said in the beginning, what stands out about this project that's different than some of the other ones that were just jumping on the bandwagon of AI is, they've been at this for 60 days, so maybe they really have been developing these bots, where back in February, these companies were literally domain name to pre-sell in 5 to 7 days. Launching, tanking, pumping, everything in between, all within a very short time frame. So the one thing this project does have going for it is it did jump on the bandwagon at the same time. However, it looks like they've been, building stuff and building stuff out in the last handful or last couple of months or so. Let's go ahead and take a look and see if we have any bots. Well, we got a couple bots. On March 2nd, there's a handful of people that joined that were all bots. They say good project, never said anything else again. So it was just that one day, so nothing too crazy. So now I want to check most recent text to see what's going on here. So hardly any activity this last hour. Yep, buddy. Keep supporting us. Okay. Who's this guy? This guy is Quan, professional community moderator, community manager. Okay. To the moon and beyond. Who's this? Poseidon investor. Just want to check out this user, see what he is up to. So you can search users like this, and you can see all the messages that they've ever posted. So he just came in and to Pink Cell just said, nice. Yeah, it's really good, bro. To the moon and beyond. So not much. What about this guy? See what we can find about him. So we're just again searching this user to see what he's contributed to the conversation. Hey, I just saying random stuff. Nice work, guys. Let's take a look at this guy. He's got 11 groups, though. This guy looks pretty active. Let's see what's... Oh, okay, not much. Yeah, so we don't have a lot of stuff going on in the chat. This is the last handful of hours, so I don't see too many people asking questions or anything like that. Let's see if there's been any AMAs or anything like that. I'm going to search AMA. Recording. Okay, nothing. Okay. All right, it's going to go back to the pinned messages and just start the bottom, work my way up, and see what we got. So this is just talking about Pink Cell, talking about when it's going live, all the details and everything like that about Pink Cell. So the last 3 messages have been about Pink Cell, and that's been the last 2 days. Community around. So it looks like they were doing something on this Launchpad as well, in addition to Pink Cell. They raised 100,000. All right, so they raised 100,000 on Communitas. All right, so they've been busy. They raised 100,000 there. Interesting that they raised 100,000 here, and they're still going to pink sell. Let's go back to Telegram. What else can we see? All right, so here's an AMA with Communitas. So now I'm looking to see where the AMA was held on their YouTube channel. Let's see. Oh no, that's how to subscribe to their calendar. I don't want to subscribe to the calendar. I just want to know about the AMA. So what else do we have here? Honeywood. So Crypt AI. Let's look for it. Crypt AI. There we go. So there's a video. That's not an AMA though. So Communitas has 2.7 thousand subscribers. This video was uploaded 5 days ago. It only has 8 views, so not a lot of views coming from their YouTube channel. Let's go back to the other pinned messages. So now I'm just sifting through the pinned messages to see if we can find any AMAs or anything like that. Happy to announce a partnership with CryptoTech DAO. CryptoTech DAO is a top-notch crypto marketing agency and fastest-growing DAO, helping crypto startups in community building and provide marketing support for fundraising and brand awareness. Another partnership with Infinity Next, renowned Launchpads, supporting projects since 2021. Supported over 25 projects, raised over $3 million so far. Interesting. They were partnering with a lot of Launchpads. I mean, I don't know where this went, but so we didn't find any official AMAs. Let's see if we can look at what's this, Crypt AI on YouTube, and see if we can find anything there. So we got a couple people talking about it. 4 days ago, 5 days ago, 7 days ago, 6 days ago, a month. So that's the oldest one right there, a month. We got a handful right here. That's about it. So just a handful of projects that we're talking about it. Is this guy talking about it? No. Okay. All right. Let's go back to Telegram and let's look up the pink cell real quick. All right, Crypt AI pre-sell. Now, one of the things that is kind of cool about this is it is whitelisted. Okay, it is whitelisted, and it is a pre-sell. That's good stuff. It looks like they're going to raise 25 Ethereum for a soft cap and 50 Ethereum for a hard cap. That's in addition to the 100,000 that they raised from the other platform. But yeah, I do appreciate seeing a pre-sell versus a fair launch. Also, whitelist, giving some people opportunity. Let's see what the whitelist process is. So I'm back in Telegram, searching the whitelist. Oh, there's no, what? Did I spell it wrong? Okay, there we go. Let's see. Whitelisting campaign. Okay, launch an Arbitrum CryptAI, bringing truly innovative products to the market by fully unleash the power of artificial intelligence. Whitelisting only, open to public if any allocation left. So there's a Gleam contest for that. We have 6,700 entries, 2 days left. Okay, so you can just participate. You can try to get a whitelist spot by participating in these things here. Joining the Telegram and following on Twitter, retweeting, and things like that. And you get bonus stuff if you do other things like that. This is probably one of the videos we saw a minute ago. This may be the one that has 600 views. Let's see. Hey, good guess, good guess. All right, so this is a video that they're using on PinkCell, and it's got 600 views in the last 4 days. And so now I'm just reading through the comments, seeing what people are saying, what they're thinking. One person said, careful of joining projects with anonymous teams, no live product at the same time. So basically they're saying, hey, we don't know who these people are, and there's nothing that's actually usable right now. Like the utility of what they have to offer is not usable. This person says, just hope that no rug pull will occur in this project. This person says, do not have a good feeling about Crypt AI because no team page. So the other people are just asking random stuff. Let's go back to Telegram real quick and search Doxed. Nothing interesting. Okay, nothing at all. So no one has asked if they're doxed or searched nothing. No questions about dox or doxing or anything. I think that is kind of interesting. Yeah, the next question I would have is, how are they going to generate revenue? We didn't do a deep dive into the white paper. We didn't, tear apart the website or anything like that. We're just, covering. The purpose of what we're doing here is to look at this and get a snapshot and say, hey, is this worth me scouting? Okay, is this worth me scouting? And these are the questions and things that I'm looking for as I'm skimming past the project. There's certain things that stand out to me that have a lot of value, and there's other things that don't have as much value. And so, upon the completion of this session, this is where you would go back and start doing your due diligence on, okay, so can projects launch and have a good 24 hours? Absolutely. Projects that continue to do good, like the projects that we talked about earlier, they have a lot more than just a good launch. Okay, they have a lot more going from than just a good launch, especially projects who continue to do good over the different time frames. Either their tech is becoming available, they've done a good job finding who their target market is and communicating directly to their audience, they're building that tribe, they're people who want to be interested in the project, they want to be a part of it. Those things are going on, and people aren't dumping. It's not as likely that the projects that we looked at today, it's not as likely that just came down to marketing, because what you usually see happen with marketing is project will pump and then it'll dump. Why? Because the people who came on board during marketing, they're looking for their exit, wherever their exit is. They got in down here, they're looking to get out here. And everybody that comes in is looking for an exit off. And that's the difference between marketing and building a community and building a tribe. A tribe and community, that's people who want to utilize the platform. Okay, they want to utilize the platform. They want it to work. They want it to, they want it to be long term. And so one of the upsides, and this is just a potential upside, it's not even like a set in stone upside. One of the upsides is there's a lot of stuff that this project is offering. Let's go back to the white paper. There's a lot of stuff that can help. And again, if this is legit, that they've designed this and built this and it works and it functions, there's a reason that people would want to hold this token. But when is it going to be ready? When will the bots be ready? Is it going to work? Is it just a knockoff or watered down version of something else? And I believe that's what you see with some of these charts. The difference is, when what they've built actually works and people want to use it, they want to keep using it, they're excited to use it, and other people start learning about it. And it's less about, I bought in right here and I want to sell up here. It's more about, I got in early because I have access to this tool and this resource. It's less about trading the token and more about utilizing and using the utility. And again, we won't know, until the stuff is actually ready. And I didn't necessarily see anything indicating when stuff was going to be ready. But So that's my 2 cents on Crypt AI. If anybody else is taking a look at this project, feel free to drop your thoughts or questions in the comment section, or join us in Discord. Hop on live and provide any feedback or questions or insights that you have about what we covered. If there's something that you liked that we talked about, share that. If there's something that you didn't like or didn't agree with, share that as well. Opportunity for us to all learn together. Hey, welcome, Ionic. Hope you're having a great day, brother. Glad that you're here. Let's go ahead and check on Discord, see who is here with us. We got Mang with us in Discord. We got Graham and Laza. Welcome. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. So I was going to look at another project, but we're kind of running out of time. With Tuesdays, my time is a little stretched, and also given the fact that I got a plumber in the backyard tearing up our deck, that is sad news. but so we're not going to get into the other project I was going to take a look at. The other project was going to be Crypto Family, and this was Gotcha. I don't know how to pronounce that. Gotcha. Anyway, his first project, it looked like, and I did want to take a look at that because it was his first project, but we ran out of time here. So maybe we can look at this one on Thursday, and let's see, price until, okay, so yeah, this one's still going on, so until 4/9. So we still have some time for that one to happen. So we're good on that front. Good on that front. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up early today. Like I said, I do have some other responsibilities I get to take care of, but so that was my take on Crypt AI. The things that I liked about it was the fact that it's been 60 days, so they did jump on the AI bandwagon, but it looks like they've taken their time to actually build something. Now, what they've built, how it functions, how it's going to work is, we don't know. We don't know yet. So hard to say how that's all going to play out. We'll find out, when that stuff is actually functional. But there's that vibe check, that feeling of like, okay, well, at least they're doing something. So I give credit to them for that. The Dex view as a partner I find a little strange. Any project that's launching on PinkCell I find a little strange. I mean, they raised $100,000 from the other Launchpad. So unsure why they'd want to go to PinkCell as well. Given the fact, what PinkCell has been doing and what they're up to is kind of suspicious. But they don't fit the same mold. I don't feel like they fit the same mold as all the other fly-by-night projects that we've seen in February. I feel like this group has done a little bit better job of at least creating an idea or an image of they're building something. The fact that they're totally anonymous, I do find a little skeptical. But, and like the other user said on YouTube, skeptical of that because they're anonymous, but also they haven't built anything yet in its concepts. And, at least if they had something that was functioning, I think that would probably be pretty cool. And in a way, that's also marketing. When you have a product that's working and functioning, that's a fantastic marketing piece. Fantastic marketing piece. I did, on that note, I did want to bring up something real quick. So you guys have heard me talk about Novation before, and heard me talk about Vault Finance and Novation and things like that. And in our community, people are often asking, wondering, when are we going to turn on marketing? What about this? What about that? How about this? What about this? All these questions, and I just wonder where these questions are coming from. It's almost like if you go to a restaurant and you're ready to eat, obviously, but if the chef has not cooked the meal, if the chef has not done cooking your steak the way you want it, it's not ready to eat. You know what I mean? And so let the cooks cook and let them do their thing. I I wonder if there's a feeling that, oh, what's going on? We don't know, because we feel like we're like losing ground. Are we losing market share? More launchpads are starting every day, and this, that, and the other. And yeah, they are. Launchpads are popping up all the time, left and right. It is what it is. Yeah, it's going to continue to happen, just like projects continue to happen. And I'll simply say, this is an example of a launchpad that has been built, and it functions, and it functions, and it does. I mean, there are some good things to what they've done, and there's also some things that don't always work well, and it is what it is. But one of the things I just want to point out is this launchpad. If you look, that they've felled a handful of presales. Okay, they've felled a handful of presales, and they're currently in a presale right now, Owner's Utility. I thought this would be a pretty big project. They've only raised 75 BNB. And the one thing you got to ask yourself is, okay, well, why have they only raised this much? And the same question you could ask yourself is, how come more people don't know about this launchpad? And another question you could ask yourself is, why are these presales not filling? And another question you could ask is, if this launchpad is part of Vault Finance, why is Vault Finance not filling their own projects launching on their launchpad? And another question you could ask is, why isn't Vault Finance advertising the launchpad? And I would simply say that they have a plan, and they're executing their plan. Just like the Vetter ecosystem is. Just like Vetter and Skylabs and CrowdX and VSL. And, I don't know what Vault Finance's plan actually is, but I will say that anybody who is in our community rushing, wanting answers right away about when marketing, when this, why aren't products launching, this is happening on multiple different platforms, number one. And number two, it's always been said that our goal is to build tech that speaks for itself. And so back to Crypt AI, if they start getting those things working, operating, and functioning, and more people start finding out about it, that's going to take off. The same thing with our own personal launchpad and platform and things like that. But you get to understand, and this is the biggest thing, I want to wrap it up with this thought and concept. Vetter ecosystem was built on crowdsourcing, and our asset in the crypto space is our community. Okay? That's our asset. And every time I see projects who have quote-unquote their own community and they don't fill a pre-sale, even utilizing the Vault Finance community and they still don't fill a pre-sale, right now we got, a day and a half left and they're only at 21%. You gotta recognize that, like, would you rather VSell not be launching projects or VSell failing launches? I would choose the first, not launching projects. Instead of, oh, they failed another. I would rather things be in a place where things are aligned, people are on board, people are excited, community is active, community is supporting, community is working together and collaborating. That, to me, is the type of environment where a project would want to come and launch with us. And until that happens, we're going to keep seeing projects go to pink cell. Plain and simple. But the moment that we start shifting gears and there's collaboration happening and people are talking and then people are contributing, people are asking questions and people pouring into each other and people are sharing ideas and they're sharing concepts and they're sharing about the project they just found, there's excitement, that will automatically attract people who want to launch with us because they want to be a part of what we have. Plain and simple. Our biggest asset in this space is our community. If our community is not crowdsourcing, I don't know why someone would want to launch with us anyway. I mean, I know a project that they wanted to launch with us and decided not to because of the vibe in the community. And someone could argue, well, hey, we launch a project, the vibe will change. Well, I mean, you could argue that, but I could also say, be the change you want to see. Create an environment where people want to launch, and people will start launching. People will get their attention. They want to be a part of this. And so I just want to wrap this up with that thought. I watch, the reason I bring up Novation all the time and Vault Finance is because they're taking two separate paths. Vendor ecosystem and the team, they chose a path of what they felt was best for the project, and being behind the scenes and building out tech. And Novation and Vault Finance, they took a project of being front and center. And both groups believe that what they're doing is absolutely the right way to do it and the place to do it. And at one point, I felt like we were getting left behind because projects were starting to launch. But then I realized these projects weren't even launching. And so if they're not filling pre-sales, this one only filled 30%, but the 3 BNB was a soft cap. I mean, I say all that to say, don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged about what other projects are doing or not doing. Just realize that the team has a plan, the ecosystem has a plan, there's a vision, and we're working towards realizing that vision, plain and simple. And so don't get caught up in the idea of, what's someone else doing? They're doing this. What's someone else doing? They have a different vision. They have a different plan. They have a different mindset. They have a different track record. They have a different background. Everything's different. Everything's different. So with that, I just want to end it on that note that, like I said, our community, crowdsourcing is the lifeblood, is the backbone. It is our biggest asset in this space. And, if people spent more time collaborating instead of asking where marketing, when marketing, why marketing, we would be seeing projects launch here on the platform. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Today we looked at Crypt AI. I shared my thoughts on this the last couple minutes, so feel free if you're just now tuning in to catch the replay. But good session today. Thank you guys for being here, and I'm going to wrap it up like I always do. Like my mentor always said, life can be short, so for those that you care and love, let them know you care and love them. Hey, I appreciate you guys, care about you guys, love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this community. Let's roll up our sleeves. Let's work together. Let's do some collaboration. Let's do some crowdsourcing, and let's change the vibe and start attracting the kind of teams and developers and projects that we want to launch from our space. So with that, I'll see you in Discord. Bye for now.